Alright, good morning everybody. Luckily today we are going to be running payroll, or I will after school, and so you'll have your new jobs for next week, and then all of the worksheets assignments, if you turn in your food plan, that will be also credited to your account. So kind of a fun day. Remember it's Friday, so tomorrow is just going to be coming and paying your bills. It might take some time for the first ones, and hopefully our checkbooks are actually going to be here by then. If not, we'll just have to wing it for a week, but it won't be too bad since we'll just have one check instead of 2 or 3. So tomorrow's just going to come pay your bills and then we're good. But today we're going to talk about menu planning. Okay, so we've talked about how you can buy meals or make sure that you have enough pop for a party that you're having or something like that. But we're going to actually break it down into the cost of every item on your plate. Okay, for just one meal. So you guys kept track of, for 5 days, what you ate. We're going to break that down per serving, per cost. Okay? So today the objective is going to be to learn how to plan a weekly menu, or to find the weekly menu cost. Same thing. Okay, basic nutrition. You guys know this from health class. There's a food pyramid. Okay? It's changed its look many times, but the basis of nutrition has always been the same. Okay? Now if you can remember, you have the biggest part of the food pyramid on the bottom and the littlest part on the top. The candies, the sugars will be on top. Alright? But grains should be the biggest part of your diet. Alright? With fruits and vegetables following right behind the grains. Okay? So we kind of have our pyramid here. There's our little pyramid. Okay? Then milk and dairy, meat and beans come after that, and then we have fats and sugars on the top. Those are going to be like your chips or your other types of snacky foods, candies. Okay, that's going to be on top. We want what looks like to be almost 4 times as many grains as we want fats and sugars. Creating a menu. Alright? This is kind of what you guys have probably done already. Okay, you might not have half cup cereal, you might have a bowl, or you might have probably a cup of orange juice, half cup yogurt and an egg. Okay, you guys have that stuff. But let's break it down into finding the actual cost. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get my marker a little bit bigger here. I don't want the highlighter. Alright. Anyways, so we're going to find the cost of all this stuff. There's a math to everything on a menu. There really is. You go to a restaurant. Okay, there's math being done. The cost, or the amount of steaks if you go with the group, or the amount of burgers, the amount of potatoes they cut up for fries. There's always math being done. Okay, so for example here it's saying that I can buy a box of cereal for $3.50. That comes with 35 half-cup servings. 35 half-cup servings. How much does each serving cost? That's what we want to know, because we're only having a half cup of cereal. Okay, so we want to figure out how much of these half cup servings, not how much, how much it costs, excuse me. So we're finding how much each of those servings costs. Okay, so we just simply would take 350 divided by 35, and we're going to say that one serving of that cereal costs 10 cents. So I would put a 10 cents here. Alright, you guys aren't going to have to do this, but this is important to know when you're budgeting. Okay, we're going to get to a big budgeting unit right after break. When we get to budgeting, this stuff might be really important to know how much you're actually spending on food. It's also a really good way to, if you want, to go on a diet, because you can put prices there instead of just, oh, I'm only going to eat 4 chips instead of 5, or whatever it might be. I don't know who would only eat 5 chips in one sitting, but hey, you never know. Alright, so I can buy a gallon of orange juice for $4. So 1 gallon of orange juice is $4. And it comes with 16 1-cup servings. 16 1-cup servings. How much does each serving cost? Alright, so now we're looking at our orange juice here. Simply take the amount and divide it by however many of those you have. Technically here we're finding the unit rate. Okay, in this case per cup, because we have 1 cup servings. In the last case it would have been per half cup. Okay, 4 divided by 16 is 25 cents. So you know that each cup of orange juice that you drink, you're wasting, I shouldn't say wasting, it's good for you, you are losing 25 cents. Okay, and we're going to continue this down for our half cup of yogurt. Okay, 125 comes in 4 half cup servings. So if we have a half cup, we're going to simply divide to find that unit rate. Alright, that's 31 cents. And then our egg is going to be 10 cents if I can buy a dozen eggs. For that $1.20, there's the math right there to find the unit rate per cost of 1 egg. Alright, so what was our total meal cost? That's what we would put on our budget. Okay, so we had to do a lot of behind the scenes work in order to find the cost of this, what looks like it could be a breakfast, okay, 76 cents. One thing to think about, you just spent 76 cents on quite a bit of food. Alright, an egg, yogurt, cereal, orange juice. If you go to Kelly's Cafe in the morning and you get the same amount here, I would venture to guess you're going to spend somewhere between $5 and $7. Okay, so this is a huge difference between these two things just by eating at home and by planning out your meals accordingly. Okay, that's the one thing that I really wanted to point out there, is it is so much cheaper to eat at home than it is out at a restaurant. Okay, not saying that restaurants are bad or that I never go to a restaurant. However, it's a lot cheaper to eat at home. Okay, so a couple of review questions just from the lesson here. What should be the biggest part of your diet? Definitely the grains. Okay, definitely the grains. If I can buy a gallon of milk for $4, how much does each cup of milk cost? Hint, hint, there are 16 cups in a gallon. So I'm going to take that $4. I'm just finding the unit rate here, dividing by 16, and that's going to be 25 cents per cup of milk. Okay? So, unit rate, it's coming back. Keep that in the back of your head on this worksheet today. Alright, remember these worksheets, you get paid for the work you do. Alright, not what anybody else does, but what you do. So, be honest, alright, get your work done, get it turned in. Really excited to see how this payroll can turn out for tomorrow. Alright, thank you.